Hello children, in this video we are going to learn 9th standard number system chapter operations on real number exercise 1.5. In this exercise they have given in the first main they have given as classify the following numbers as a rational or irrational. Here they have given the 5 sums. Out of these 5 sums, which is a rational number, which is irrational number, we want to identify it. Here first one they have given as 2 minus root 5. 2 minus root 5 is rational or irrational, we want to identify it. Here 2 is a rational number because we know that rational number 2 we can represent in the form of a by p by q. Root 5 is a irrational number. If you subtract 2 minus root from the rational number, if you are subtracting irrational number, means you will get the irrational number only. So this is irrational number. It is irrational number. First one. Second one, we will see, you simplify this minus you multiply inside the bracket and simplify it. 3 minus this minus will become plus root 23 and minus root 23. This my plus root 23 minus root 23 will get cancelled, so we will get the answer as a 3. 3 is a rational number. Therefore this 3 minus root 3 minus root 23 is, therefore it is rational number. The numbers which are non-perfect squares present in a root means those are called as a rational numbers. Those are called as a rational number. Here for example, perfect squares means what? Square numbers are called as a perfect square. For example, 1 square is 1, 1 is a perfect square. 2 square is 4, 4 is perfect square. 3 square is 9, 9 is a perfect square. 4 square is 16, 16 is perfect square. 5 is not a perfect square because this is not a square number. So that is not a perfect square, so only this is a irrational number. Here also root 23, 23 is a irrational number. Root 23 is irrational number, but with that one more root 23 is there, though, so it is cancelled with that. So 3 is a rational number. Now here you see 2 root 7 divided by 2 root 7, it will get cancelled, so you will get the answer as 1. 1 is also, it is rational number. You have to simplify, then you have to check that is given whether the given number is rational or not. It is rational number. Next, 1 by root 2. This is irrational obviously because root 2 is not a perfect square, so it is irrational number. Irrational number. Now 2 pi, we already know that pi is a irrational number. Therefore if you are multiplying 2 with a irrational number means it is also irrational number. It is irrational number. Now we'll go for the second main. Simplify each of the following expressions. We have to simplify this. Here you see 2 expressions are there. This is also binomial, this is also binomial. Last year in the algebraic expression you learned how to multiply binomial with a binomial. So first I will multiply 3 with the 2, then 3 with the root 2. 3 2s are 6. Then 3 into root 2 is, here plus is there, here plus is there. So plus 3 into root 2 is 3 root 2. Always while multiplying root number and non-root number you should keep as it is, and this one is like a variable in the algebra, and these two numbers you have to multiply. Next 3 root 2 again plus 2 is there, root 3. Now again you multiply these two. Here you see this is also containing root, this is also containing root. You can multiply and put the root for both the numbers. Plus 3 into root 2 is root 3 into root 2 is root 6. One more time I'll just say you, this 3 is not containing root, 2 is also not containing root, so 3 2s are 6. Next 3, here plus is there, plus 3 into root 2 is 3 root 2. Next here plus is there, plus these two you have to multiply. 2 is not containing root, root 3 is containing root, so 2 root 3. Then you have to multiply these two, both the numbers. Root 3 is also containing root, This 2 is also containing root. If you multiply this two, root number and root number you can multiply and write inside the root. So root 6. Now just this is the answer. Further you can't simplify because there is no like surds here. These are called as a surds. These are also called as a surds. There are no like surds. Just this is the answer for this. Next one is also same, and here you can use one identity. Last year you learned 3 identities. One is a plus b whole square, a minus b whole square, and a square minus b square. Just I will write and I'll show you which are the identities you learned. A plus b whole square is a square plus b square plus 2ab. A minus b whole square is a square plus b square minus 2ab. And one more identity you learnt, a plus b into a minus b is equal to a square minus b square. This is also one of the identity you learned. These 4 identities you learned. One more is x plus a into x plus b is equal to x square plus a plus b x plus ab. That also you learned. These are important identities. Just you remember. Just to compare this identity with this. Here in place of a, root 3 is there. In place of b, root 3 is there. Plus is also there. Just to compare a plus b and a minus b. In place of a, 3 is there. In place of b, root 3 is there. Minus is also a, root 3. So you can write this in the form of a square minus b square is equal to a square minus b square. So I can write this as a 3 square minus root 3 whole square. 3 square is 9 minus, here square root and square will get cancelled. So answer will come as 9 minus 3 is 6. This is the answer simplified. Next one. Here a plus b whole square formula we can use it. A plus b whole square formula is what? A plus b whole square is equal to a square plus b square plus 2ab. Here in place of a, root 5 is there, plus in place of b, root 2 is there. Whole square is equal to root 5 whole square. Just I am writing like formula. In place of a, root 5, in place of b, root 2 is there. Here a square means root 5 square, b square means root 2 square, plus 2 into a means root 5, b means root 2. Now root 5 square, here square root and square will get cancelled, so it will become 5. Here also square root and square will get cancelled, it will become 2, plus 2 into, you have to multiply root number with root number, so it will become 5 2s are 10. So answer 5 plus 2 we can add it. 5 plus 2 is 7 plus 2 root 10 is the answer for this sum. Now we'll see the next sum, this one. 5 minus root 2, 5 plus root 2. It is also, we can use the same identity. A minus b, a plus b. Here a plus b is there first, here a minus b. You can rearrange like this. We can write like this, no problem. So you can write this as a square minus b square. So in place of a square, root 5 square minus root 2 whole square is there. The square root and square will get cancelled. 5 minus, here square root and square will get cancelled. So 5 minus 2 is 3 is the answer for this. Next, third one we'll see what they have given. Answer also I have given here. Just to see this. Recall, pi is defined as ratio of the circumference of a circle to its diameter. Sometimes pi is defined as a circumference. Circumference formula is 2 pi r and the diameter is 2r. So pi is defined as a circumference divided by diameter. See, just I will show you. Pi is equal to, always circumference formula is 2 pi r divided by diameter is 2r. We know that 2r, 2 will get cancelled. So pi is defined as a circumference divided by diameter. This seems to contradict the fact that pi is irrational. How will you resolve this contradiction? See, always we will say pi is a irrational number, but we can represent in the form of p by q. Means we are expressing pi as a c by d, means it is in the form of p by q. We are expressing the number in the form of p by q, means that number is not a irrational. Always irrational definition is numbers which we can't represent in the form of p by q are called as a irrational number. But here pi we are representing in the form of p by q. So it is not an exact value of the pi. This is the approximate value of the pi. So only exact value, if you are considering the means pi value, exact value if you are considering, that is irrational. So approximate value we are expressing in the form of p by q. So only it is a irrational number only, but we can express in the form of p by q. That time it is not an exact value of pi. That only I explained here. Just you write this answer for this question. There is no contradiction when we measure the length with a scale or any other instrument. We only obtain an approximate rational value. We never obtain an exact value. For this reason, we may not realize that earlier either c or d is irrational. Therefore, the fraction c by d is irrational. Hence, pi is a irrational number. So, this value we will get, it is not an exact value of pi. So, only pi is irrational number. In the next video, we are going to learn same exercise 1.5. Next, fifth and sixth sums are there that we will learn. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you.